Hello everyone and welcome to our 2023 webinar series. My name is Alejandro Gavito and I am Senior Business Insights and Data Services Manager at the Avocado Board. And I want to thank you for tuning into this webinar to review the findings from our latest shopper research study covering the current regional segmentation and demographic composition of avocado shoppers in the US and how it has evolved over the last years. Our goal today is to share actionable insights that can help customize marketing strategies and equip the entire industry for success. Our webinar format has changed this year to on-demand for greater convenience. You can access this information and past and future webinars on demand at hasavocadoboard.com/webinars. Now let's begin. The regional segmentation and demographic study utilizes our new shopper segments to evaluate their impact within each of the 8 regions in the US. This study identifies actionable data-based opportunities for Hass avocados based on the regional purchase trends and behaviors that are driving category growth. Additionally, this study outlines regional demographics for each segment and develops a unique demographic profile of avocado shoppers within each region. You can use the information provided in this study to demographically define your target avocado shoppers and customize your marketing strategies in each region. This report is partially based on household purchasing data from the National Consumer Panel, which is an operational joint venture between IRI and Nielsen. The National Consumer Panel, or NCP, is a continuous household purchasing consumer panel that consists of a representative sample of U.S. households who electronically record all their purchases. Now, let's move on to the study. The avocado category is not equally developed across all regions. The Category Development Index, or CDI, measures each region's share of the total U.S. avocado volume compared to its share of the total U.S. population. In this heat map, we show in darker green the areas with a higher CDI and light green for lower CDI. As you can see, the category is highly developed in the West, California, and South Central regions, while the remaining regions continue to emerge. What's important to highlight here is how regions like the West, California, and South Central set the baseline for how much potential highly populated areas of the country like the Northeast, Mid-South, and Southeast have. This study helps us understand what demographic variables impact avocado purchases in each region and discover new opportunities to grow avocado consumption. Now, let's look at the evolution of avocado category development from 2018 to 2021. We found that most eastern regions showed a CDI increase, while the western regions showed only a small increase or even a slight decline. What stands out here, however, is the South Central region showing a significant change in CDI over the 4-year period. So for this presentation, I'll focus on 2 specific cases. The Southeast region that showed the highest CDI increase with an 11-point gain over 2018, and the South Central region that surprisingly had the greatest decline during the same period with 20 points under the 2018 index. So let's see what market trends were driving those changes. The first factor is household penetration, which is the number of U.S. households that purchase 1 or more avocados in a year. The data shows us that the percentage of households buying avocados in 2021 was most significant in the West and California regions, followed by the South Central. One thing that stands out here is that while the West and California remain about the same, South Central showed a 2.2% decrease in penetration, which signifies that a smaller proportion of households purchase avocados in 2021 than in 2018. But it doesn't necessarily mean that less households purchase avocados. For example, if the population increases, but the number of avocado buyers stays the same, then penetration will lower. But we also saw growth. It came mainly from the Southeast region with a 3.2-point increase and less than half a point increase from the Northeast region over the 4-year period. Another factor of category development is purchase trips. This represents the average number of times a household purchased avocados during a year. On average, avocado trips per buyer across the total US were up nearly 10% since 2018. And here we see that the South Central region was the only region with a decline in purchase trips. The Northeast and Southeast regions, on the other hand, show the highest growth rates in the country. Now, this table clearly shows which regions perform above the national average in dark green and below in light green. What stands out is that the Southeast is close to becoming one of the top avocado consuming regions in the US. We can also see a lot of opportunity in the Northeast region since it ranks high in purchase trips. Therefore, one key opportunity for growth in this region would be increasing household penetration and bringing more shoppers to the category. This chart is available on the study and also inside the action guide, and provides access to all relevant measurements, including that are included in the study. And you can get it for free inside the research and insights section of our website, hasavocadoboard.com. Now let's move on to shopper segmentation by region. This chart shows us the number of avocado buying households by segment for total US and the 8 regions. As you can see, the moderate and heavy shopper segments made up the largest proportion of avocado shoppers across total US and every region in 2021. And something to note here is that all regions are predominantly moderate, since moderate is the largest shopper segment. But the regions with the greatest proportion of moderates show a CDI on par or below the US index. Therefore, increasing the purchase frequency of the moderate and heavy segments will be key in growing the category within these 5 regions. Now, when we look at avocado dollar share by segment and region, we see that ultra shoppers represented the greatest share of avocado dollars for total US and across 7 of the 8 regions. The Plains region was the exception. Now, if we focus on California for a second, we see that during 2021, ultra shoppers made up nearly half of the avocado dollars spent at retail in this region at almost 49%. This fact is extremely important because it shows how other regions with similar demographic compositions have the potential to reach California's level of highly developed shopper segments. It is important to see the changes in avocado buying households over the years. This slide shows us the percentage of incremental buying households in each region. For example, the Southeast region grew 8% in avocado buying households since 2018. The region generated 72% of the total household growth in 2021. We also see an increment in the Northeast, California, and the West regions, yet not everything was growth. In this example, 4 of the 8 regions declined compared to 2018, most significantly for the Mid-South and the South Central regions. The study covers 7 key demographic variables of the US avocado purchasing households, looking at total US and the 8 regions. The variables are household size, presence of children, marital status, Hispanics versus non-Hispanics. Then it breaks up the non-Hispanic group by race, and it also shows the age and the income level variables. It also provides the demographic makeup for each avocado shopper segment and measures them, highlighting the variables that index low or high compared to the national average. I'll use the ultra shopper demographic profile for this example. The portions highlighted in red in some variables indicate low index compared to total US, and highlighted in black are those where ultras index high. For example, we can see that for household size, ultras index low on the 1-person household since total US average is 22%. At the same time, they index high on the 5 or more people segment, scoring almost 5 points higher than the national average. The next variable where ultras index high is the percentage of Hispanics versus non-Hispanics. Here, ultras score almost 10 points higher than the national average. Also, on the race variable, Asian and other index high. Now, the ultras index low on the 25 to 34 age group and two of the lower income levels. This information helps us build the demographic profile of the ultra shopper and understand which variables to consider for growing this and other avocado shopper segments and increasing the number of higher consumption groups in the developing regions. Also included in this study is a comprehensive analysis by region that looks at different variable measurements. I will use the Southeast region again for this example. And one of the reasons why the Southeast region has displayed such remarkable growth is shown here in the lower section. This tells us that shopper households join the category, increasing the region's penetration rate, and also helps us identify the shopper segments that join the category. We see an increase of more than 750,000 buyers in this region. Half of those are heavy and super buyers. The opportunity here is to get those new buyers more engaged in the category to increase their purchase levels. Also included in the regional profiles, we have category trends. The left side of the slide shows the region's share of organic avocado sales, the share of bagged avocado sales, and the trip incidence, which is the percentage of total retail trips that include an avocado purchase. The right side shows how these regions index high or low on the different demographic variables. And shown by color, for example, red indicates a measurement that indexes below the US average, white indicates at or near the US average, and green represents above US average. In this example, the Southeast show an excellent opportunity to increase trip incidence, while organic share and bag share performance are on par with the US average. On demographics, Southeast shows higher indexes of African Americans in the race variable and income above 15,000. In the lower index section, we see an opportunity to grow among the Asian and other race groups, as well as household size in the 5 or more people segment. The full report dives deeper into the demographic variables and highlights key opportunities. Today I will cover 3 of the most relevant ones. The key opportunity one would be that over 2/3 of the avocado shoppers in highly developed regions like the West and California fall within the heavy and ultra segments. And as a result, both regions index 46% higher in trip incidence than total US average. Therefore, developing programs that engage these highly engrossed shoppers presents an opportunity to solidify category development and promote growth within these well-established regions. Next is that the Southeast and Northeast regions have shown higher category development since 2018. These regions together added more than 1 million new avocado buyers and accounted for 34% of total incremental dollars during the 4-year period. While still emerging, these fast-growing regions represent a strong opportunity to drive additional sales in the category. And last, you can utilize this study's purchase behaviors and shopper segment demographics to further develop your target avocado shopper profile and find opportunities to grow avocado demand. The full regional category driver study is available for free inside the research and insights section of our website, hasavocadoboard.com. You can also sign up for our newsletters with the latest category data, shopper research studies, and webinars. Thank you for your time today, and I hope this research provides value to your business and helps you better understand the avocado shopper behaviors that are driving the evolution and development of the category. Thank you.